Give it to me.
The following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. Ooh. I don't know the words.
Sound like you barking. I don't know what the hell was that, man.
The sunflower.
Oh, that song. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know what that was, man. I thought you howling at the moon or something like that. Anyway, welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies News. You bully. I'm my host, Leroy, aka Ching, with my co-host.
Yeah,
spoiler, but yeah.
There you go. I already said it. I already put the disclaimer up. Yeah, this is Eli, aka the Popcorn Pod Racer.
There you go. And we're back with the episode. And I want to give a shout out to our third co-host. Hopefully he's here. The AI.
Oh yeah. All hail the new bots.
I guess he is back. Okay. He left us last week. I'm like, where the hell you went, man? Okay.
It's a variant. It's a variant now.
That's where we go. Doombots everywhere. So yeah. Doom is calling them all back. Stand back and stand by. So, yeah. So we're back with the episode. We're gonna jump into it. And yeah, so if you're wondering what we're gonna talk about, take 3 guesses. We're going to talk about your neighborhood Spider-Man. Look at the graphics.
Ticking.
Yeah. Why you at that? Since you're here.
That looked pretty good, man. That's a good job.
Let me do it again. Let me do it again.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at this thumbnail right there. Okay.
Yeah, look at the production.
This is where the big bucks goes, right? Yeah. And hit that like button right there. But like I said, before we jump into it, we're just gonna give y'all we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna talk about Spider-Man, give y'all the Spider-Man, what I thought about it. Eli saw some TikTok clips, so he's gonna chime in on it also.
Yeah, so so technically I saw the movie.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. Hey, it's TikTok, so yes, that's what you're thinking. Yeah, and normally we would do like a deep dive of Spider-Man lore, stuff like that. But I feel like y'all can tell us more about Spider-Man than we can, so why bother? So yeah, so he goes up into it. We're gonna give you Eli's favorite part of the podcast, the #1 box office of the week. Eli, give it to me. What is the #1 movie of the week?
Was it Spider-Man?
Let's see. I'll give you a hint.
Spider-Man.
It was a movie starring Tom Holland, Zendaya, and John Bernthal. Let's see what it was. Well, actually, it's 2 movies. The two top movies star both. So yeah. So basically, Hollywood just stars the entire. They just put the same people in every movie. So yeah. So the cast of Odyssey is starring in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. You see those numbers, Eli? I don't know if you heard. Where's my? Damn it.
I heard like Spider-Man's like doing like hella bucks.
Okay, here's the thing. You see that number right there, 355 million, billion, or whatever it is. Okay,
million, yeah.
Yeah, the highest grossing movie of all time doing opening weekend is 357 million.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that Endgame?
It's Endgame. This movie did $200 million less than Endgame, but this is an estimate. It very well may beat it by tomorrow. Or today, or whenever you hear this thing like that. Okay. So, depending on how things go tomorrow, this may be the highest grossing opening weekend of any movie ever.
Wow.
Yeah. So, people like Spider-Man. Yeah.
They do like Spider-Man.
They like Spider-Man. So, yeah, you can't knock that. Of course, speaking of that, we also got the #2 movie on the list because we still got to talk about the Odyssey. The Odyssey is doing 500 million, but let's see what it looks like. It's at 900 million in 3 weeks right now. And on top of that, here's the crazy thing about it. Spider-Man don't have any IMAX screens. Because the Odyssey took them. It took them all. Yeah, they said the Odyssey's going to be in IMAX, I think, until September because it's doing so well. It's been October. So basically, Tom Holland and Zendaya have 2 $900 million movies in the box office right now in the theaters. I looked at the numbers. Yeah, so Zendaya is the highest grossing actress already of 2026.
And I did notice that like they were adding more showings of Spider-Man. Like this is like before like lockdown shit.
Yeah.
You know, when you could go see a movie at like after 10 o'clock at
Right. Well, that's the thing about these last 2 movies we've been talking about. I had a hard time getting like Odyssey. I just thought I could just walk in and get a ticket. No, Odyssey tickets were selling like left or right. The Spider-Man tickets were selling out by Monday. I've heard 2 people say they couldn't even get tickets.
That's crazy. That's like the old days.
That's like the old days. Like
pre-COVID days.
Yeah, like pre-COVID, they were saying like, yeah, I heard 2 people said they bought tickets, and they said because the system glitched, they lost the tickets and people took their seats.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Or
that hasn't happened in years, like since before COVID, where you'd have to, get advance tickets and like, see the shit at midnight and all that. And then like I remember like Endgame, the first time I saw Endgame was at 9 a.m.
Right. The only way you get tickets, right?
Yeah, it was like that Friday, 9 a.m. Like I put my kid on the bus and then went to the movies.
So
and I was like way up in front.
Yeah. So I mean, movie theaters are back. I mean, if you talk about a movie, because like I said, the last Spider-Man movie did insane numbers, and we were like smack dab in the middle of COVID.
Yeah, that was like everyone left our house finally.
Yeah, and then as soon as they left the house, they got COVID again. I got COVID after watching that movie, so shit.
Yeah, so did I. Well, I think it was after watching Batman. I remember the Batman I saw in the theater. Yeah. And then I caught COVID like not too long after.
No problem. Let's look at something else, because let's look deeper into Spider-Man numbers, how crazy these numbers are right now. So yeah. So in the weekend of this first weekend, it's done 927 million.
Almost a billion.
It's almost at $1 billion in a weekend.
God damn, 2.5 hours? Holy shit.
It's a long ass movie. Yes. I'm going to get into that also. So put into perspective, this movie did Supergirl's entire box office gross worldwide on Thursday. So, yeah.
People like Spider-Man.
People like Spider-Man. They like Spider-Man and the thing. So yeah. So that's what I'm here for, Eli, to talk to you and everybody else listening to the podcast. Is the movie worth the hype? What do I think about the movie? I'm going to dive into it a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can read my notes. I probably can't read my notes, but that's okay. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the review of Spider-Man, what I thought about this movie. So you've seen the numbers. You're seeing people going crazy and all stuff like that. Eli, it is the greatest movie ever made. Is that what you want to know?
Yeah, man.
It's not. I don't think it's the greatest movie ever made. I'm just saying. Is it the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made? I don't think that either. And here's the thing: I wanted to come here and tell you that it was the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made. Yeah, I was ready to do that. I was ready to massage the sack and the whole thing, for 2 hours on this podcast like that. But after watching the movie, I was like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. This is a good movie.
Well, Spider-Man movies are cool. I mean, it's hard to fuck up Spider. I mean, even
they've done it before, but
Andrew Garfield movies, those movies suck, but they're still entertaining. Mm-hmm. Like, because it's fucking Spider-Man. Who doesn't like watching Spider-Man swing around and shit?
And he was a good Spider-Man. The movies, but he was a good Spider-Man.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I enjoy watching Spider. Even the cartoon, like I don't not watching Spider-Man. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
the triple negatives. How the fuck did that work?
Right. But now we're talking about the Tom Holland era.
Like, what was it? The Spider-Man, the cartoon.
The cartoons are goated. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. I mean, the one, the new one with Lonnie Lincoln's like.
No, I don't fuck with that one. Okay.
You didn't like that one? I mean, I enjoyed that.
I told you I didn't fuck with that one.
Yeah, but I still enjoyed it. Yeah, it ain't that great, but it was still fun. Like what the fuck.
But now, what do I think about this movie right here? Like I said, it's because, like I said, we already talked about Spider-Man. We talked about Andrew Garfield. How does this rank in the Tom Holland era Spider-Man? Now, the Tom Holland era Spider-Man, Eli, I do think this is the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that because you see, and the funny thing about the Tom Holland era, because it's kind of weird, because you always feel like the Tom Holland era is piggybacking off the MCU. Because, you got Iron Man in this movie. It's all that. Or this is the first movie after Endgame. Okay, it's all that. So you're going to get your money worth and all this shit like that. But this movie can't rely on the MCU. Because the MCU sucks. So they have no choice but to make a good movie. And that's where this movie succeeds at, by being a good movie. That's the thing of it, because the first thing you notice when you watch this movie, like the movie actually has cinematography. It's pretty going down the city. You actually get tones and shadow. The whole movie isn't just CGI and shit. It actually feels like they're in New York.
Yeah, I've seen some of those behind the scene videos of them, like where he's on the crane and they're filming shit. And who wasn't the guy who directed Shang-Chi who did this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same guy. Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, man. Those get those Hong Kong filmmakers, man. They know how to do this shit.
We were talking about that. Like I said, they got some Hong Kong stunt directors, and I wish they got the same stunt directors. Not the same stunt directors from Shang-Chi, but
yeah.
Like that. Basically, they kind of dug from the same hole now. But the thing is, like I said, the cinematography is great. The movie looks gorgeous. It looks like a real movie, Eli. That's the thing about it. Like you go back and watch those Spider-Man movies, and that's the thing about people can criticize the MCU and the majority of it. That most of it looks like a TV show. Like you can't tell the difference between this and Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It's all filmed on a green screen. It's all on
green on a screen. There's nothing there. Everybody's acting, stuff like that. Then they show scenes of what's that last Spider-Man movie, No Way Home? Yeah. You can tell like when Peter Parker and Happy were standing at Aunt May's grave, they were green screen. There was nothing there. I don't even think they were in the same scene together. I'll shoot your shit on Tuesday. You come in here. They're there. It's a real set, real scene. They're flying through New York.
It's all
the movie
shot,
feels real. Yes.
Yeah. It's not all shot in a vacuum, or what's that thing called?
The volume.
The volume.
Yeah. No, it feels like they're there. It's weird how all you got to do is make a real movie, and you get these numbers. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, that's like they don't make them like this anymore.
They don't. It's like why not? Like Marvel makes it harder than they need to
because they were trying to cut costs. They like we don't have to go to a location and deal with the elements. We can just shoot in a fucking room and then work to get a crew of people on the computers and work them till they're insane.
It got so crazy that in one of the scenes, like when Nick Fury, like the old movies, when he had a gun in his hand, the gun was CGI. You can just get a real gun. You don't have to spend for that. But
you know what? Let's have Nick Fury smiling in this shot.
Right.
Yeah. Change his mouth.
Just do whatever the fuck they want to do. Like, what else we gotta talk about? Okay. Now about this movie. I can tell like the first maybe 10 minutes of the opening scene with Spider-Man swinging through the screen and fighting bad guys and just doing Spider-Man stuff. That is straight from the PS5 game. They were doing scenes like straight out of I almost thought like maybe Insomniac had a hand in making this movie, stuff like that. And I was loving it because I was like, oh, I remember that scene. Let me press square and triangle and stuff like that, fly through the scene, all that shit was awesome. Now, can I get some of the stuff that kind of irked me about this movie? Sure. You seen the trailer. You seen like it's action, all stuff, right?
Yeah.
The movie is actually kind of a slow burn.
Well, I saw it's 2.5 fucking hours.
It's 2.5 fucking hours. Here's the thing. The movie is a detective story. It's not noir, not like Spider Noir, but it is a detective story where it's a mystery of, because the whole thing is about what's the girl, Sadie Sink?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's about her. Who is she? What is she doing? Where's she going? And what did she did? So the whole thing about her. We'll talk about her in a second. Not right now. We'll talk about her in a second. So that's the whole movie's about. So we're trying to figure it out. But so it's a slow burn trying to get to there. That whole action scene in the trailer where you see him fighting like Tombstone and Scorpion and Boomerang and all shit like that. Everything you saw there in the trailer is as much as they are.
Wait, Tombstone was in this?
Well, he was in the trailer. So what you saw in the trailer is what you saw in this movie.
I didn't see
like a screenshot.
I don't remember seeing Tombstone, but okay.
You probably saw it. If I show you,
wait a second. I do remember now. Okay, that one dude. It's that one dude.
That's as much as you saw him in the movie. That was it. So they flew through that stuff, and that's the thing about that. So yeah. So you like, and when you go in at it, I feel like the pacing of it just to me, maybe other people feel like that. I was getting Mandalorian and Grogu vibes. I was, where it felt like it was a Disney Plus show turned into a movie. I'm not saying that's what they did. And I'm not saying it was as bad as what Mandalorian and Grogu did, but it did give me that feeling like this doesn't feel like a 3-act structure. This is, okay, Spider-Man's doing this, Spider-Man's doing that, Spider-Man's over here. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. So that's one knock I had against the movie like that. One thing I did like about it, let's talk about performance. Let's talk about performance real quick. Tom Holland. This is by far the best Tom Holland has done in these movies as both Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
Okay.
If you miss torture porn, I can't get shit right. My life sucks. Peter Parker. This movie gets
Sad sack Peter Parker.
They Eli, they dump it on his ass in this movie, man. They really do. So if you like that shit, hey, it's there right there for you. And the funny thing about it is that like the majority of the movie, he's in the Spider-Man costume. Like he's rarely Peter Parker. So he's like walking down the street, walking in the store, talking to people in the office like that. He's as Spider-Man. So it almost gave me like a Deadpool feeling like that. I'm like, okay, but it's a theme of the movie. Like I said with the last movie where he erased Peter Parker from existence.
Oh yeah.
He don't believe he's Peter Parker anymore. He don't want to be Peter Parker. So this movie is a time jump. It's like 4 years after the last movie.
The fucking Doctor Strange shit.
The Doctor Strange shit. So it's 4 years after that happened, the Doctor Strange shit, where he's Spider-Man and up, he's Spider-Man, all shit like that, but he's rarely Peter Parker. You know, so the whole movie is the theme of it is kind of him finding Peter Parker for himself, like, or not just reinvent himself, like just finding that guy again. You know, finding a balance between Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Right now, he's just all Spider-Man all day. You know, he don't do shit, has no friends, he don't know anybody. You know, because it's gone. So yeah. That's it. What do we got here? I don't even know what I'm about to click right here. We're gonna see. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he just they got all kind of like screenshots from the comics and stuff like that. If you know, moving on.
Amazing Fantasy 15.
Amazing Fantasy 15. It's all there if you want it, it's there. So yeah. What am I to click right here? So let's see. Oh, we'll come back to that. I don't know why I put that there. What do we got here? Zendaya. We gotta talk about Zendaya. Okay. Yeah, so Zendaya. She was great in this movie. Yeah. Here's the thing about this Zendaya in this movie. She actually acted her ass off in this movie. This wasn't like one of those what's that movie? We're gonna talk about your boy Paul in a second. Where's that movie?
Oh, Paul. You talking about the comic Paul?
Yeah, the comic Paul. But here's the thing. They don't name him in the movie. He has one scene and that's it. So, you know,
I thought that was that Flash kid, the kid who played Flash.
Oh, he's not a movie. He's not a movie.
Okay.
At all. They don't bring him back. Yeah. Yeah. So they don't name him. Everybody assume he's Paul. I checked the credits, see if he's Paul. Nobody, they don't say he's Paul. But we're gonna call him Paul anyway. So fuck him. Yeah. He's barely in the movie anyway. So he kind of really don't even matter anyway. But the point there. But let's talk about Zendaya again. Cause like I said, Zendaya, she killed in this movie. She was actually like really acting this movie. Two of the most emotional scenes in the movie came from her. Like you could hear gasp and, you know, audience reactions from the audience from the stuff she was doing in the movie. Some of the most quotable stuff in the movie, like, you know, from that scene where you like tear jerking shit came from her. It's like she really acting. So this wasn't like the Odyssey where she just staring at Matt Damon all day. Like, no, she was acting. Like, yeah. So
just reciting lines. Hurry up, say the lines. This film, we only got 3 minutes of film. This IMAX film is only 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like all this.
Hurry up,
like,
say your lines. Cut. Let's go.
Here's her role in the Odyssey. Matt Damon fucks up. He looks up to the side, and Zendaya's looking at him like, "That's her role." Now, $8 million for that.
Cut to the Trojan horse on the
right. Like what the fuck, man? So yeah. What else we got over here? Oh, we got to talk about the Incredible Hulk. Eli, yes, Hulk. He's back.
All right.
None of that Professor Hulk bullshit. We're done with that. They explain how we go from that to from the Incredible Hulk we did before, but I'm not going to get into that. That's a spoiler, stuff like that. Point is, he's back. I know y'all hated it. I know y'all hated Smart Hulk and all shit like that. No, this is vicious, savage, destroy everything Hulk. Yeah. And this is Spider-Man and the Punisher versus him. That's crazy shit about that. So one of my favorite fights in the movie is stuff like that. And the thing is, I thought when I watched the trailer, I'm like, oh, y'all just throwing Hulk in here just to sell tickets, shit like that. And they kind of were. But he actually serves a point in the plot. Well, not Hulk, but Banner does.
Okay.
So what else we got here? The Punisher. Here's the thing, Eli. I don't know how you're going to feel about this.
Frankie Fruitcake?
Yeah, Punisher was the comic relief in the movie.
Yeah, well, I gathered that from the trailer.
Yeah,
that he was the. I didn't think we were gonna get. I knew we weren't gonna get no Garth Ennis, Frank. You know, it's yeah. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he still feels like Frank, but PG-13 Frank.
Yeah,
but I'll be honest with you, he was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Okay.
Everybody comes away talking about it. Their whole banner. they had a whole buddy cop thing going on Spider-Man, but like Punisher is in the movie like a lot more than what you think he is.
Okay.
Like he pops up going forward. They had like this whole buddy cop, their whole banner going back and forth, like their whole back and forth. It's funny as hell, man. And like I said, this ain't a Tony Stark relationship where he's like hand holding and shit like that. Punisher really don't give a fuck about him, you know. But the thing is, some of the most like he's the best advice Punisher gave Spider-Man in this thing. And they were like, oh shit, Frank, I never thought about it like that. And it like hits you, you know. So yeah, so John Bernthal and he stole.
I guess it would like if Spider-Man, nobody, you know, if Spider-Man is basically lonely in this movie. Mm-hmm. You know, no one knows who he is. He basically gave up everything. So he's kind of in the same position as Frank. Mm-hmm. You know, so that makes sense.
And they point that out in the movie. You know, Punisher's like, you want to end up like me? And you know, and that's when it like really hits him like what he's doing. So like, oh shit, okay. So yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome, man. So yeah, like I said, he's gonna do some shit that when you watch the movie, Eli, it will definitely piss you off. Being a hardcore Punisher fan,
I pretty much gathered. But hey, after Punisher and Black Cat, I think, or
it goes past it. It goes past it, Eli.
Or it might be it might be refreshing after seeing him. After you know the Disney. I'm pretty much used to Disney Punisher by now. Either he's crying and or you know. Maybe I might like wisecracking.
That's what I'm saying. Like it threw me off for a second. Like the Punisher is funny in this movie. Like, okay,
well, the Punisher can be funny, like a very dark sense of humor. But yeah, he's made me laugh.
Okay, like I said, you read more Punisher comics than I have, so it threw me off. But it was entertaining as fuck, so I can't complain. Yeah. You know,
remember he was a knockoff of Sylvester Stallone or
Charles Bronson and all the guys like that. So,
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Where's
Sully? And they all after they kill somebody wisecrack and shit like that. So
I let him go.
Now the big one. Let's talk about it. Sadie Sink. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest with you. I don't really know much about her, but every time I see her, I hear that Kate Bush song, "Running Up That Hill."
Oh yeah,
running up that building.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
That's all I know her from. I haven't seen her in anything else.
And that may be the only thing she's been in. I don't know. So yeah. If for those who don't know who she is, I'm a spoiler for you. Click up. Well, I don't know if we can click on this.
3, 2, 1.
Go. Yeah. She's Jean Grey.
Let's jam.
Yeah. Oh, not that guy. I'm gonna go back to it. I didn't get it. Oh damn. Did I get it? Didn't get it. Okay. Oh, right here. That Jean Grey. It was right there in my face the whole time. But yeah. So yes. So Spider-Man is the main villain in this movie is one of the X-Men. For those who know who Jean Grey is.
She's a villain.
I didn't tell you that. My fault. Yeah. I ain't gonna say she's the main villain of the movie, but she's a villain in the movie. Yeah. It's other stuff that happens in the movie going around like that. And the thing is, like, I'll be honest with you, what they do with her in this movie, some people are gonna be back and forth on what they do with this movie.
This is what I did see. Like I said, I was scrolling through TikTok and I stumbled upon the ninja fight.
Yeah.
And the whole time during that ninja fight, it cuts between the fight and Jean talking some shit. And
she's controlling them.
Yeah, they got some lab and shit, and they're doing, and they said something about, let Jean Grey have all her power, or let she's at full capacity or whatever.
Right.
They let her loose, and he had some kind of thing on the back of his neck, and so I was like, okay, this is. I didn't expect that, but okay.
Yeah, very, very big going on. But no, Jean Grey is the villain of the movie. So that's what people are going to say that. People say, oh, she wasn't a villain. She was an antagonist. She was misunderstood. No, she's a fucking villain in this movie. She does some really fucked up shit in this movie. Like damn near evil shit in this movie when I saw it. I was like, it's going to take a lot for them to, rehabilitate her or bring her back from what she did because she did some shit in this movie, man. She was killing people in this movie.
So this is before she goes to the school.
Yeah, this is before Professor X. She just out on her own, orphan, crazy ass powers. Ain't man. Basically, she's like kind of like Spidey, where she's like to her like Peter Parker don't have anybody, and Punisher don't have anybody. Mm-hmm. She don't have anybody. It's a theme going on between them. So yeah, and it kind of reinforces all their actions. So yeah, so. It's a whole backstory of what they're doing. They explain why she's doing what she's doing, why she acting. I went with it. It took me a while because I'm like, damn, Jean, why you this fucking evil? Like shit, But you kind of understand it, and you're thinking like, okay, is this character assassination? Like, do they really need to do this with Jean? You got to remember who Jean Grey is.
Yeah,
she's a person that has a threesome with Cyclops and Wolverine, so she kind of has a dark side to her, Kind of got
and Phoenix,
and I ain't even talking about Phoenix. Phoenix is a whole nother can of worms right there.
Like, we know what she's capable of.
We know what she's capable of. Yeah. So yeah. So just going in.
But I guess I could see like X-Men purists, like, what? The first time you show Jean Grey and she's an asshole or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it throws you off. Like, damn, why? Like, because some of the stuff I feel like they didn't have to go that far with her, but whatever, they did it. So yeah. People are saying, "Oh, we finally got our first Omega level mutant in the MCU." Actually, we don't. We already have one. Eli, do you know the other Omega level mutant we had before?
Well, Franklin.
Actually, no, you probably don't. You probably didn't see the movie.
Franklin.
I'll tell you.
Franklin.
Damn, you got that. Okay.
Yeah, I did see Fantastic Four.
Okay, I can't keep up with what you saw and what you didn't see.
I saw it, and when I say, hey, I saw Fantastic Four. Yeah, that movie sucked. We'll move on. And so I never got to review it. You never asked me about what I thought.
Oh, my fault. That's on me, but yeah.
Yeah, shortcut. I thought it was all right. I did enjoy Fantastic Four. Actually.
Okay. Yes, that's going on right there. So yeah, so you got Jean Grey, the second Omega level mutant is, and yeah. So basically, what you saw, Eli, when she was going like with the hand going crazy like that at the beginning of the movie, she's kind of low level for her, still fucking up shit. But then they do something to her where she powers up, because at the beginning of the movie she can't control more than one person at a time. At the end of the movie, like the entire hand and the government facility she's in, she's controlling everybody. And every time they're talking, it's her talking to Spider-Man, fucking with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a multiverse, right?
No.
Well, where's the Fantastic Four in this movie?
In that universe.
Okay, so Fantastic Four isn't in this one yet?
No.
Okay.
This is not a multiverse movie. This is a self-contained New York story.
Like, well, because Reed's known to make those devices that, like take away mutant powers or whatever.
Oh, Eli. Okay. I'm about to spoil some shit for you. Okay. You know who makes that device in the MCU?
Doom?
Spider-Man.
Stark. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's what happened. So that device that they had that was cutting off Jean's power like that device that was on back of Spider-Man's neck, it was a power that kind of turns off a device that turns off your power.
Yeah, like what Reed does.
Like Reed does. But the thing is, he made it so it works on anybody with powers. So that same device works on Jean Grey, and that's how he was able to capture her. Mutant.
Did Banner help him?
Yeah, that's why Banner's in the movie.
Yeah, okay.
Because Banner doesn't help him. What he does, like Spider-Man, Peter just walks up to him. He's like, "Hey, Dr. Banner, how did you?" Because he got that thing on his arm that limits his power, shit like that. They're like, "How'd you do that?" And Banner tells him he don't know what he's doing with. He just tells him, "Well, I did this to blah blah blah, blah 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 blah." He's like,
"That makes
cool."
Sense.
So Spider-Man goes back, tweaks some shit, do some little shit with it. He's like, "But I made it where it works on anybody." And Banner's like, "I don't think you should do that." Like, don't worry about it. It'd be all right. Yeah. So now the government may or may not possibly got the technology.
Okay.
Because they might have stolen it from us. So, yeah. So that whole mutants get enslaved by humanity, shit like that. Spider-Man invented. Spider-Man is in the MCU's Oppenheimer.
So basically, he may have had a hand in creating Sentinels.
Yes, that's what they're hitting at. So yeah, like he better find out Magneto don't find out about that shit when he. Hell, Bishop might go back in time and snipe his ass. Tell him what the fuck he might do.
Or Cable.
Somebody gonna come at his ass.
Hey, the shit writes itself. They like it's been written before. We read all this shit before.
We read all this shit, yes. Marvel, take some of our advice, man. Take some of our except some of our scripts. So yeah. Also, what we talking about, because people complain about why she's so young, why is she a teenager, shit like that. The X-Men started off as teenagers. All of them. That's what they were.
Xavier's school
Xavier's school, that whole trope of you make a school with a whole bunch of powerful magic people, shit like that. Harry Potter and all that other bullshit. Yeah. The X-Men invented it. It went back in the 60s. So yeah, had a school and all this shit like that. So yeah.
Matter of fact, who came first, them or the Teen Titans?
Them, like by far. The Teen Titans were a rip off of them, like a blatant rip off of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then the New Mutants were a rip off of Teen Titans.
And it, yeah, all full circle, but yeah. But like I said, like the X-Men start off around the same time when Spider-Man started off, so they all are really around the same age. That's how Stan Lee wrote them. As a matter of fact, Human Torch is around the same age too. So all of them around the same age.
Flame on, flame on, flame on,
flame on, flame on. So trying to think what else we got. Okay, now let's talk about the big one, Eli. I'm about to throw it to you. Okay. You're about to take over this review.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because now we got to talk about the hand.
Okay, yeah. I did. Okay. That's the scene I saw on TikTok. Somebody uploaded the whole fucking scene.
Right.
It was cool, though. I was like, damn, you see the style and grace of that Hong Kong style of filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're all, the camera whips and how they all like, flew around, the wire work and shit.
What did you say when they were like jumping on each other to go after?
Yeah, they were like jumping on like some fucking duel to the death. Okay, there's a movie called Duel to the Death.
Yeah.
It came out in the early 80s where they like throw their sword up in the air and then jump on their sword and then jump off their sword while it's in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like propel jump, like some who does a double jump in video games when you do a double jump
like that, yeah. But they were like jumping off each other. I know you jump on sword, but they were jumping off each other.
Yeah, that was cool.
I was like, the fuck? I'm like, okay, they wild with this shit. So yeah. So, and honestly, it was a lot of awesome fights in it. Did you see the Hulk fight?
No.
The Hulk fight was pretty fucking awesome. Like Hulk and like Punisher was getting some shots in.
Punisher's fast
against the Hulk.
Hey, Punisher went up against Wolverine and got some shots off on him and shit.
Yeah, so I was kind of impressed. And I was like, okay, Frank, but yeah, that's happened right there. Oh, you got the hand in there. Okay, let's go. Can we get to some hand lore?
Sure.
Okay, like I said, we're just gonna talk about it. I know y'all gonna see, Spider-Man just fighting random ass ninjas. And yeah, he kind of is, but the hand has some lore to him because there was another group of ninjas that were inspired by the hand.
Okay, yeah.
The foot.
Yeah.
From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The hand, the foot.
Stick, Splinter.
Stick, Splinter, Yeah, we keep going down the road, thing like that. But yeah, so that's what they were inspired by because Frank Miller invented the hand.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Electra,
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Electra, all the stuff like that. So yeah, so this is all, it all ties it together. So why you thinking, why they throw these random ass ninjas in here? No, they're important in Marvel lore.
So does Daredevil show? Is Daredevil? Oh, Daredevil's in jail.
Yeah, Daredevil's in jail. He didn't show up at all.
Okay.
So yeah. They don't mention him, don't talk about him, nothing like that. So yeah. Yeah. So what else we got to talk about this movie? So, like I said, it was a great movie. I still rank the Raimi movies, the 1 and 2 Raimi movies over this one.
Okay.
I don't know. I might still even put No Way Home over this one because No Way Home was a tight movie. You know what I mean? Like it was boom, 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 get in, get out.
It was fun. No Way Home was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, all killer, no filler.
It was all nostalgia, member berries, and but it was still fun.
Mm-hmm. And plus, I did feel like I said, it's the 4th Spider-Man movie of the Tom Holland movies. Forgive me for this. I do feel like it was a few beats were familiar, even from the Raimi movies. I feel like some of it kind of felt like just more Spider-Man, where it didn't feel like it moved the needle enough. Okay. For instance, I'll give you this. Remember how they were making this big deal about, he's turned into a monster, he turned into a spider beast and all this shit like that?
Yeah.
It goes nowhere.
Okay.
Half the movie, that inhibitor chip on there, shit like that, he wears that, so it kind of means nothing. It's like a minor inconvenience at one point. He takes care of it and that's it. And then at the end of the movie, he realized, I don't need that. I can be Spider and the Man at the same time. And he just controls it. And that's kind of it. So it kind of threw me off that I was thinking I was going to get a bigger payoff. Now, I ain't saying he had to become Man Spider, a giant beast, kaiju, and shit like that if I hope. I'm not saying he had to do that. But I'm just saying I was expecting more of a payoff. It kind of wrapped itself up too neatly. And it really was, it just, at the end of the day, kind of a minor inconvenience where it felt like they wanted to be a bigger deal, but it ended up not being a bigger deal. Like I said. Also, as much as I love Zendaya and Ned in these movies, I kind of almost wish they weren't in it. Because here's what I'm saying. Because I feel like this movie was supposed to be Brand New Day, right? We're supposed to be like this whole reinvention of Spider-Man or what we're doing for the next transition like that. At the end of the movie, it kind of felt like Peter just went back to what he was doing before. Oh, he's friends with Ned and MJ again. Like, okay.
Restored.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it was completely wrapped up the way it was before like that, but I don't know. Maybe you should have introduced some new characters like that, new friends like that, have them go to school. I know you're trying to make it like Peter Parker don't exist like that, but maybe you should have had it where Peter Parker did exist and he's just living his life, but it's a completely different life than what he did before. And maybe clash with the old life he did before or something like that. Because I did feel like this movie was missing the Peter Parker side of it. I know that was the point of it, but I feel like it's missing the Peter Parker side. So,
and that's kind of the essence of.
So I know is it nitpicking? Yes, it's nitpicking. That's it. Also, I like Jean Grey, but I don't think she was as much a formidable villain as say like Green Goblin or Vulture or something like that. At the end of the day, she's just a 16-year-old girl just out of control. That's all.
Yeah, and it, like that's another character. That's another team, a whole other book. Or you know what I mean.
And no, and you're right about that because it felt like when they start going to her backstory like that, it started to feel like an X-Men movie.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, are we still watching Spider-Man? Because when the whole backstory about her sister and all this shit like that, and she getting chased by the government and all this shit like that, and she controlling her powers and stuff like that. Maybe you get this reference. The internet is calling her 11 Pro Max or some shit. I don't get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah,
that's
I guess they said the scenes were reminding too much of Stranger Things.
Well, yeah, her name in Stranger Things was Max.
Max. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I guess they have like psychic powers and telekinesis.
And 11 was the girl. Was little, what's her name? Millie, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Does she have like psychic powers and shit like that?
Yeah, she's basically Stranger Things is an X-Men ripoff.
Okay, like so people thinking that this movie is ripping off Stranger Things, but Stranger Things is ripping off X-Men.
Yeah, X-Men or Stranger Things totally ripped off, the totally X-Men vibes from Stranger Things. Yeah, 11 was the government was working on her. There's all these kids with superpowers, telekinesis, and 11 was the 11th one. That she was just a number. They all had numbers. She was 11.
Yeah, because it's the same thing, and it's like the government's hunting her down and shit like that because they know what she is, and So, but don't get me wrong, she was a cool villain. I did like her as a villain. Don't get me wrong there. I did like her. I'm just saying. When we talk about like the greatest MCU villains like that, like I put Green Goblin one of the best MCU villains we have.
Because we haven't seen MCU Green Goblin. Other than
in No Way Home.
Yeah. Well, no, but that was Raimi. That was a multiversal Raimi shit. We haven't seen like
I counted, so I don't care.
It's all connected.
It's all connected, so okay.
Yeah. But I was gonna say we haven't seen other than the cartoon shit, that you'd have hated.
Right.
But it would have been cool to see, I guess a Spider-Man because there's so many of them. I mean, he has a better. I mean, it's when you talk about rogue galleries. I mean, him and Batman are probably the most famous.
Yeah, it's them and it's everybody else. Yeah. Underrated 1/3. I gotta get Flash, but yeah. But
Green Goblin, Venom. Well, they fucked up Venom.
Well, yeah, badly, but yeah. Which I don't understand it. How is Sony making these fucked up ass movies then make a movie this good? I don't get it. It's
he's blowing money to keep it,
Like y'all could have made movies like this to begin with. Because here's the thing, Eli. This movie doesn't rely on a gimmick. It don't have like the nostalgia feeling and stuff like that. It don't have Iron Man in this movie every 10 seconds, shit like that. They just made a good movie. That's all they had to do. Cinematography, fight scenes, emotion, drama, acting. Like just make a real movie and you'll make money. That's it.
And it seems like when the MCU makes whenever a Spider-Man movie is made, I feel like they put forth extra effort into it.
Why don't they do that with the other stuff? Like that's what I'm saying.
Like Venom and Madam Web. I don't know why, but
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about Marvel, MCU.
Oh, yeah,
Thunderbolts. What the fuck?
Because it isn't Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man is well known.
You can put this effort in Ant-Man 3. You can do that.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as like I've enjoyed the Tom Holland shit.
Yeah.
They're not as cool as others, and I think Homecoming was probably my favorite. I thought the one with Mysterio was but I still liked it.
Yeah.
No Way Home was a lot of fun. First time seeing it. It hasn't. I don't.
You know what?
Rewatch it as much as
I've been back and forth about that. I might rate Homecoming over this movie too.
Homecoming?
Because like I said, Homecoming, even though it's got Iron Man shit like that, it's a movie. It hit the beats, third act, boom, 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 boom. Vulture was a great villain.
Vulture was dope.
Vulture was dope as hell. You had the Shocker in there.
Yeah.
Shocking it up and shit like that.
I loved Homecoming.
Plus it was a home, it balanced between, high school and shit like that and his friends and stuff like that. You got to meet Peter Parker. So yeah. Okay. Homecoming, I'm putting Homecoming and No Way Home over this movie. This is definitely better than the Mysterio one.
Yeah. Mysterio was just kind of okay. I mean, it was cool, but it was just it wasn't as cool.
I guess I didn't like it was in Europe or whatever fuck like that.
Yeah, and Homecoming. But no, I loved Homecoming. I mean, when I got it on DVD, that shit was like on constant rotation for like a month.
Yeah.
I was like watching that shit like every day, until the Spider-Verse came out. And then I was watching that shit for like every day for like a year.
Yeah. Like I said, the thing that hurt this movie for me is the runtime. I don't feel like it needed to be 2 hours and 20 minutes or whatever it was.
All these movies.
They could have shaved time. Because here's the thing, I didn't tell you, even though I told you about Punisher and the X-Men and the Hulk and all shit like that, I didn't tell you about all the Marvel cameos they have in this movie. Some of them just weren't needed. It was like, okay, they could cut your shit completely out, man. You don't need to be.
Oh, there's Puck.
like why? I mean, it's cool you're here. I know you set up another movies like that, but you spreading this runtime out. It don't need to be this long.
Jim Carrey as Puck,
right? So yeah, shake some of this shit down.
He's Canadian, right? Is Jim Carrey Canadian?
He is Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Jim Carrey is Puck.
Yeah, there you go.
Or Danny DeVito.
So what am I going to get this movie? And another thing, I hate because here's the thing, everybody's praising the movie for high heaven, so like that. And I hate to be the negative person on that, but here's the thing, I do feel like this: as all the fucked up evil shit Jean Grey did in this movie, they said two things to her, hey, you don't have to be alone. They did it. Then she did like a heel face turn. And then there were no consequences to anything she did.
I'm completely reformed.
Yeah, and that's it. It was done. Like all the fucked up shit you just did, and nobody does nothing to you. Like no jail time. The government ain't looking for you no more. You just hop on a bus, and I guess you go into the X-Men mansion or some shit like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Eli, pretty privilege. That's what it is. But whatever. Maybe we're just being negative for some reason. So yeah. So like I said, all these things, and there's a few other plot holes just kind of just irked me, man. It's like that. But like I said, it is a good movie. I do recommend it. Can I slap a score on it? We done with it?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 out of 5.
Cool.
I want to give it a 4.5 out of 5, but it's just too many things like, but it is some 5 out of 5 things in this movie. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, the 2.5 hour runtime does put a damper on things.
On TikTok, it's a 5 out of 5 movie. But sitting through it, you're gonna see. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's what they right there. All right. So can we move on to the next?
Did you see it on? Oh no, you couldn't see it on.
Right. Fucking Odyssey. So shit.
Well, I saw it like one of these theaters in the Twin Cities has that. What is it? Where the surrounding screen, where it's like 4 screen?
What is that shit? I know what you're talking about. Screen X. You talking about
something
Screen X?
like that? Yeah, it's like you're surrounded by screens or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know, Eli. That might make me go see it again. I don't know. I am thinking about seeing it again. And here's the thing: when it's come on like home theater, and I get it on home. I don't know. My ranking may change. This movie might shoot up for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen it and know where everything's going, stuff like that.
And that's how I felt about Homecoming. Like when I first saw it, I liked it. It was cool. Mm-hmm. And then, I pretty much forgot about it. And then I got it for like either my birthday or when did it come? Like, I got the DVD.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again and that was so cool. And then I just kept watching it and it just grew on me after.
I think I was the same way about the movie. Like when I first watched it, I was like, it's a cool Spider-Man movie. Then I watched it, like, no, this movie kind of kicks ass.
Yeah, it just grew on me, and I think it's one of the better MCU movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like after watching, like when I start ranking MCU, like no, this shit is up there. So yeah. I mean, and don't get me wrong, this movie is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're like, yeah.
Yeah. It it was weighed down. It had to tie itself into the MCU, the greater MCU story, but we still got a solid Spider-Man arc.
Yeah, it just felt like what does Spider-Man look like in this universe, and I thought that was pretty cool.
And yes, Vulture is one of the coolest MCU villains that we've had.
Yeah, one of those Vulture was right and all this shit like that.
Yeah, because he was right.
He did some fucked up shit too, though. But
but that's the best villains always
the best villains do
that shit. We always agree with Killmonger and Magneto and all these, a bunch of these assholes.
Yeah,
shit, Typhoid Mary or whatever.
Right. Yeah, and that's why I'm wondering when you finally watch the movie, Eli, whether or not you agree with the fucked up shit she did in this movie. Because don't get me wrong, there is a reason she's doing this shit. Well, and we'll go through the backstory. Useless, like I kind of see it. It kind of makes sense,
And that's the X-Men arc,
Yeah.
She could easily become either she follows Magneto or she follows Xavier.
Right. Who gets to her first? And that's been her whole thing the whole time. Because So all right, let me say good morning next part podcast.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna hate this part.
Sure. I'm gonna hate this part.
All right. We gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about okay, so like I said, the director of Spider-Man knocked at the park doing $10 billion in a night or whatever like that. But there's another movie he made also. I'm sorry, another TV show he made with Marvel. Wonder Man.
Oh, really?
He did Wonder Man, yeah.
He did Wonder Man?
He did Wonder Man, yeah. So he did Shang-Chi, Wonder Man, and this. These are the three things he did with Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. And for those who don't know,
Wonder Man got canceled.
Yeah, even though it was greenlit at the beginning of the year.
Really? Oh, so they were going to do it.
We talked about this. Yeah. So season 2 was greenlit, ready to go. They were like renew. We talked about it on the podcast, ready to go. And then this week we found out it got canceled.
Huh? Like I don't recall that. But
you were here when we talked about
I'm sure I was. I just don't remember.
So Wonder Man got canceled even though it was greenlit. Everybody's pissed. The people that were working on the show just like, we were ready to go, and Marvel just said no, they just pulled the plug. They were like, what the fuck? And not only that, the exact same week that this happened, last week we talked about it, Blade got canceled with Mahershala Ali, and Mahershala Ali actually put out a statement this week. He's pissed. He threw Marvel under the bus with his shit. He was just like, look, they got billions of dollars. If they wanted to make a Blade movie, they would have made a Blade movie.
Yeah.
He's pissed because he said he spent a year sword training and didn't do shit. So
that sucks.
That's fucked up. So you know what everybody's saying, Eli. You know what everybody's saying. So now you got hashtag Marvel so white.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we've already talked about this, and people are saying, you know what? I think Marvel might be racist. Good for you. Golf clap. I'm glad y'all are catching up to this shit because we've been talking about this shit for years on this podcast. But here's the thing. I want y'all to think bigger. It's not Marvel is racist. Disney is racist. The whole company. You can see this fucked up shit go down the road. Like I said, let's talk about your boy.
You saw them posters in China.
John Boyega definitely saw him. John Boyega has been telling you about the fuck shit Disney been doing for years, and y'all ain't been listening. Like you see him on the poster here, and then you see him on the poster in China. No John Boyega, no Finn, no Black Stormtrooper. He's gone. So yeah. And then you see how small Falcon is. I'm sorry, Captain America. The real Captain America is on the poster. So they can easily just cut him off if they want to, And that's the thing, like, okay, if he's here, why is Steve Rogers here and he's so small on the poster like that? Isn't he Captain America? Isn't anyone y'all telling him that he was Captain America?
Yeah.
So, and I saw maybe a leak poster like that. I saw Captain America saying, Steve, what do we do? I'm like, oh, fuck this movie, man. I'm out of here. And then you see the other projects like that. Like we talk about Iron Man, no season 2. We talk about Monica Rambeau. It probably won't even be in Endgame, even though the ending of the Marvels set up Avengers Doomsday.
No shit.
Yeah, they're saying she's just gonna be sick and with no powers in the bed. That's gonna be her arc the whole time.
That sucks because Monica's awesome.
Even though she has the power to kill Doom, and that wasn't her. That's it. So,
and she was in the OG Secret War.
Yeah, and she was in OG Secret Wars, right? They'll say Armor Wars got canceled. So yeah, so it's a whole bunch of Marvel projects got canceled. But here's the thing. Y'all get blinded because they throw y'all a little carrot called Black Panther. Y'all think, oh well, we got Black Panther. It's okay. Don't y'all understand that if Black Panther 1 didn't do $1 billion, that movie would have been one and done?
Yeah.
They wouldn't give a fuck about it. They didn't even think the movie was gonna do that good. So keep in mind when Stan Lee was trying to get Marvel off the ground, he had 3 movies he was trying to get greenlit: Black Panther, Black Widow, Shang-Chi. Those are 3 movies he was trying to greenlit since the 90s. When Disney bought them, they shelved all that shit. Like, we can't make no money off this. So they didn't believe in any of those projects. So yeah. Eventually, until they're like, okay, yeah, we'll throw out Black Panther like that. Would have made $1 billion. Then they decided to, let's greenlit another one. Yeah. When that movie didn't make $1 billion,
Black people got money. Holy shit!
Yeah, we're trying to tell you the black dollar got money and shit. So if you put effort in it, no, but they want to make Captain America 4 with Sam Wilson, where he's really in a Hulk movie, and when they don't make any money, like, well, black people don't show up to shit. Make a good movie.
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying, man. So, yeah.
I mean, Wonder Man's kind of a difficult, like, you know. It's different. Wonder Man was I loved Wonder Man. We reviewed it. I loved that show. I thought it was great. I thought it was a different take on a superhero genre. I liked the whole dynamic of the exploring of identity and the superhero identity. And it was like a comment on all that, on superhero storytelling, superheroes and pop culture. And here we had a hero who was pretending not to be a superhero.
Right.
You know, but he wanted to be an actor. An actor pretends to be other things. I'm basically sucking the show's dick again. But right. It's a great show.
It's a great show, yeah.
It was a good show, and I thought it was going to be one and done, because where could they go with that? What was it just going to be another?
Well, honestly, I thought that too. Like, where can you go with the storyline? People thinking that he's going to show up in Doomsday. No,
what were you going to do? Is it just going to be another regular run of the mill superhero show now?
Right. You know? That he's going to power.
That doesn't interest me.
That defeats the purpose of the show.
Yeah, I like the themes and the ideas that they explored in Wonder Man. You know, which is why I liked it so much. You know, if it's just going to be he's just going to be a super guy running around kicking ass, then it's just like any other thing. You know,
which is why when people got mad at me when I did this, I'm gonna say it again. Y'all get mad at me, fuck all y'all want to. They should left Wonder Man white. That's what I'm saying. Most people don't even know. Yes, Wonder Man is white in the comics. They race swapped him for this movie with a TV show. And guess what? Since it's one and done, next time you see Wonder Man, guarantee you he will be white.
In the green costume too.
In the green costume, right? The white guy doesn't get at this show like that. So the thing is, you got everybody up in arms, mad about it because they're like, "Oh, they canceled the black show. They canceled the black show like that." Y'all only care, but if they left Wonder Man white, nobody would have gave a fuck if they canceled the show if it was one and done. Even if it was as good as it is now.
Yeah.
Nobody would be like, look, nobody's boycotting because Moon Knight was one and done. It was done and that's it. Nobody gave a fuck.
Or Echo.
Except you. And me, we were both. Hey, I was riding with you, like.
I thought Echo was just. I knew
I like Echo better than you did. That's a fucked
up. Yeah, you did like Echo more than I mean. No, I didn't. But I knew they weren't gonna. I mean, yeah, they dropped it all in one. They first of all they made it 6 episodes. It was supposed to be 8 episodes, and they shortened it to 6. And then they just
5.
It. Was it only 5? Yeah.
Yes.
Either way, they shortened it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be longer, and they just shortened it, and then they just dumped it all in one thing. You know,
and that's the thing we kind of been noticing. Like, okay, I'm gonna throw Echo in that mix also. You got Echo, you got Ironheart, you got Wonder Man. All of these shows were completed years ago. Disney sat on them, didn't do them. Matter of fact, they debated whether or not to just do a tax write-off and not even release them. They talked about Wonder Man, like the showrunner Des Green we were talking about. He thought they were going to write the show off. And then what did they do with all 3 of those shows? Just dump them.
Yeah.
No promotion, no marketing. They just dump on Disney Plus at just a random ass time.
Yeah.
And then when they flop because nobody even knows it's out, then blame it on us.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they won't on their show then. We put it out there. Nobody knew we put it out there on a random ass January.
Yeah. It was January. Yeah, they didn't even wait till like November.
Yeah, we ain't got time to wait for that shit. Just dump it right now.
February's coming back. February Black History Month is coming up in February. So
right. That's what I'm saying. So by the time they dump the shows on Disney Plus, whatever plans they had with these characters, they've already passed that shit long ago. They don't care anymore. Oh, so yeah, it's just weird how they just treat these and then get mad when we don't show up and go see them. Like then they blame it on us.
Yeah. But like again, like what we said before when we were talking about DC so white, it's like they're not the shit they're gonna give you is just gonna be okay. Like Echo was just alright.
Right. That is true. That is true. Like I said, they could have put effort into the show.
Yeah, I mean, Ironheart was just alright,
Yeah.
Was I excited for a PG-13 Blade? No.
Which is what they were gonna. We didn't even talk about Blade, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, it was just gonna be alright. It's like, don't.
Honestly, Eli, what you saying? It sounds like it's better that they can't. Only thing I'm mad about Blade is they held Mahershala Ali hostage for 7 years.
Yeah, that's
the only thing I'm mad about. So
that sucks. He basically he could have took jobs.
Right.
They fucked over his career a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but it all comes down to like, why are you expecting these motherfuckers who are in the business of making money to cater to you?
Right.
When they already kind of do when it suits them during whatever the minority month.
Right.
Black History Month, Pride Month.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what month Mexicans have. Is it May? Is it Cinco?
That's racist as hell, man.
I don't know, but fucking, but like natives have November because it's fucking Thanksgiving, Right. So that's native.
That's racist as hell, but
that's Native History Month, Native Heritage Month, whatever the fuck they call it, But yeah, that's when they drop all their, their demographic, minority.
I'm gonna say it's racist, but you can get away with it.
Yeah, but that's the truth, That's what that's what Disney's been doing. That's what everybody does. That's what Target
these corporations do.
That's what they fucking do,
Right.
So why are you expecting them to like give you some cool shit when they're just gonna give you some bland shit that makes them money?
Yeah, here's the thing. When they make this shit for us, they wanted to make twice as much minimum as it would the other shit. If it does just as good, they don't care. Yeah. If it flops, they really don't care. It's got to do Black Panther numbers to even stand a chance. We got 3 Ant-Man movies. But what the shit did, like, who the fuck gives a fuck about Ant-Man?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but we've been waiting this long for a Black Panther movie in 2028. They could have easily gave us that shit if they wanted to.
Yeah, they gave a cartoon that just showed up and kind of went. Like, I didn't even know about that. They dropped that the Eyes of Wakanda. What was that animated show?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. The War for what was the fuck? I can't remember. It was something Wakanda. I remember that. But the thing was, it wasn't its own cartoon. It was the Avengers. It was the Avengers Assemble cartoon, season 5. Okay. So they gave this 5th season to Black Panther. That's what it was. So it wasn't even really Black Panther's own cartoon. It was just a season of it in it, and that's what it was.
But they dropped it in. Unless I think you told me about it.
Oh, you talking about Eyes of Wakanda. That's another one.
Yeah.
They just dropped it.
They just dropped it, and I didn't even know about it. Like I think you told me about it, and we're like, where the hell did this come from?
Right. So yeah, that's what they do. So yeah, so they just can't just drop stuff and don't advertise it, don't promote it.
Yeah.
And then blame us when we don't watch it.
Yeah. So don't expect the giant rich corporation that's in the business of making money to give you something cool. Go find your favorite local independent minority BIPOC artist and support them instead, because they're
begging for your support.
And they will give you something that's cool.
And I ain't gonna lie, Eli, we got called out in the comments also.
Oh yeah,
they're saying, well, why don't y'all cover Black creators or people of color creators? Well, you do. I mean,
Bitterroot, like
you get, like I said, you do it. Like they call it, like, yeah, what? Y'all too small? Y'all don't do shit like that? I'm like, damn, man, why you got to throw us under the bus? Like, shit, we fight for our lives over here. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, what was that one? The one, the one with the with the African spider, the book. It was an indie book.
Nancy Boys.
Yeah. Weren't you?
That was Neil Gaiman. That wasn't a Black creator.
Oh shit. Okay.
and that's why I stopped reviewing that book.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't need to go into detail.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let me say, can we move past this? We move next part podcast. that brought us down. I wouldn't expect it to go that long on it. I was just going to hit it and quit it and move on, but I guess we had to spend some time on it. So yeah. Like I said, this is a topic we've been talking about ad nauseum. So yeah. But anyway, let's move on. Taylor, let's perk ourselves up a little bit. Let's talk about the video game section. Okay. Eli, we're gonna throw some gameplay footage on Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. He got us some more gameplay footage. And Eli, feel free to commentate and walk us through what was going on in your mind frame of this match.
The play-by-play commentary.
You're right. It did it again. Stop. There we go. Okay. Here we go.
Get ready. Fight.
Oh, this is Ken, right?
So you're playing against Putt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I was just in this. I was just trying to figure out combos.
Yeah.
Try to keep on. That all you.
Now the guy you playing it, they used to be my guy. They used to be my man.
Yeah. There I go.
Whoa. Which one are you?
I'm 10.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you see, he's almost got me. I must have done something miraculous here for me to record it.
This shit going down to the wire.
Oh, there we go. There you go.
He's still alive? Okay.
Yeah. You see that shit? Yeah. Yeah, that pisses me off. Where the awesome combo doesn't take the guy out.
At the very end. You gotta put some more on it, that's all.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out how to chain together the combos and shit. But as you can see, he almost had me, and I pulled that shit out of my head.
Hey, but Rodriguez got some stuff, so
yeah.
But now you whooping ass in this shit. Okay.
Yeah, that was with Ken. That's when I was still playing around with different guys and shit. Like I said, I settled on Andy. Andy's like my favorite right now. Yeah. So, but yeah, Ken was fun. I was like, this is
you've been playing with Ken since 1992. So
Street. It's a Street Fighter guy.
Street Fighter. So yeah. So of course you're gonna be good with him. Yeah. Right. Okay, we're on the next part of the podcast.
Oh, is that it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're gonna spread this out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So,
like I said, Fury season.
You're right. All right. It's like I said, it's comic book bullies. We talk about comic books. We're gonna jump into it. And Eli, I'm gonna let you go first on what we got. So
let's review comics from the big two.
Even though we're supposed to be boycotted, but okay.
Let me pull it
fuck
out.
Y'all boycott. Y'all be like boycott Marvel, and the same dude next post. Man, you see Spider-Man yet? Like fuck.
Yeah, shit. Okay, I will do Detective, the annual. Detective Comics annual.
Annual season. Can I make a confession, Eli?
Yeah.
I hate annuals.
Yeah.
I really do.
They
too expensive. Half the time they filler. It's usually written by a team that ain't usually with the regular team going on right now. That's my thing. But
this was written by Tom Taylor, who has been writing Detective.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, I'll read it because it'll probably be in continuity with what's going on in the main Detective book.
And that's the thing. Like sometimes it is, sometimes it is. Sometimes they don't give a shit.
And this was not.
Of course. Okay.
This was not. This was Batman and Lobo going on a space adventure.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So Lobo shows up to Gotham because somebody put a bounty up on Batman.
Somebody from space
put a bounty up on Batman.
Wow. Okay.
And fucking Lobo shows up and basically, hey, basically, hey, you bastard, and Batman, with the quickness, shoves a pill down Lobo's throat.
Because that's what he does. So yeah.
And he's like, "What the fuck did you just, hey, what did you just feed the main man or whatever?" and fucking Batman's like, me and Ray Palmer, the Atom.
Wow.
We created this little pill. It's made out of the stardust of a collapsed dwarf star or something.
Holy crap.
And it's full of this energy. And when it collapses, it'll basically burst and you'll explode.
So what you telling me, Batman prep time for Lobo?
Yep. And it was in his bat belt.
Okay. I'm so glad you posted because I'm using this in battles.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then he's got this and he's got this clicker thing. Mm-hmm. He's got this device, and he says, as long as I click this, in this same sequence, and it's got to be in a sequence that I know, it will not explode, and I got to continuously click it, or or you will blow up, and I know you got a healing factor and you'll heal from it, but it'll take you about 3 years to heal after being exploded. So, and then Lobo's like, what the hell? What, and then so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go find who put a bounty on me. He's like, well, it was some king. Basically, you got accused of killing a king on some planet.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go. We're gonna go solve this crime. I'm gonna hire you to fucking help me solve this.
I smelled you.
Lobo's like, okay, well, I'll get paid twice for the same job. Sweet. I'll bring you back to the guy who hired me and get paid for that, and then we'll solve. So Batman puts the space helmet on, and they jump on, Lobo's space hog, and they fly out to the planet. And basically, they're investigating. They're saying, yeah, this king has died, and he was a well-loved king. Like, the people of the planet loved this king, but they didn't like the president of the planet. No one liked the government, So they're all like, yeah, fuck that guy. And, they're basically saying you killed. They're basically, he's saying that Batman killed this king, so let's go to war with Earth or whatever.
Right.
So as they're investigating, they're looking at the king's body, and they notice he's got one of those what are those plants called? The ones the man who loves everything or whatever.
Oh, Black Mercy.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay.
That dude had one of those because he had a smile on his face. So, this guy had that plant on him that basically died in eternal bliss, and what the plant does is it basically gives you everything you ever wanted, and you live. And the only way you can get rid of it is if you reject it in your mind. You can't just rip it off or you die. So while they're talking, all of a sudden the president comes in and throws a Black Mercy on both of them.
Damn.
So then it cuts to Bruce.
Because you basically got to be like Superman level to get this shit off of you.
Yeah. So basically, Bruce wakes up and he's married to Selena. His parents are still alive. Alfred is still alive. They go out on the town and go see movies.
His parents are alive too, right?
Yeah, his parents are still alive. Martha is mayor of Gotham.
Okay.
Damian is there. They have a daughter. Him and Selena have a daughter. I forget her name. But basically, it's like
Helena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helena. Yeah.
Yeah. Huntress.
Yeah. That's her. Yeah. And then so yeah, he's living in like a paradise, And but of course he does realize this isn't real. So he rejects it. And he also says a goodbye to Alfred, because Alfred's been dead,
Right.
So he's like, he got to say goodbye to Alfred again. And he's like, Alfred does. It was kind of touching. Alfred just said, hey, don't something like, don't wait for a dream to be your paradise. Make your paradise reality. Don't wait for, your happiness to happen in a dream, basically. And then, then he rejects the plant, and then he snaps out of it, and the plant falls off him. And then there's Lobo laying next to him, all smiling and shit. And he's got the plant on him. And he's like, well, I can't just remove it, or it'll kill him, but what I could do. But I could chop off the piece of the chest that's that it's attached to, and then it'll remove it. So that's what he does. He basically chops his chest off to get the plant off him. And they're like, hey, what the hell, you bastard? I was having fun, and that was a great dream or whatever. So basically they find the president, and they're like, hey, you framed me. you had this president killed, so you can frame me and start a war. And here's the commentary, the political commentary that Tom Taylor's known for.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this is what dictators do, especially when they're not popular and the populace hates them. They create a false conflict, blame somebody else,
mm-hmm.
And get the population to hate that, person or other.
Palpatine.
Yeah. And then go to war. So they don't have to deal with being unpopular because their ego they're more concerned with how their wealth and their ego than how, so they'd rather create a false conflict than, deal with their ego. Mm-hmm. So obviously he's making a political commentary.
Nice.
And false wars that go on to distract the population. So they get, everyone, everything gets settled. They convict the president and all that. And Lobo's like, okay, I got paid, so here, I got one thing I want to do, but you can take my hog back to Earth. So Batman just takes his motorcycle and flies off to go, is what are you going to do? I want to get that plant on again.
Damn, the Black Mercy.
Okay. So Batman flies off back to Earth on Lobo's motorcycle, and he's sitting there wondering. I was like, I wonder what makes Lobo happy,
right?
And he's probably thinking it's like some wild slaughtering of whatever.
Right, because he put it on Mongol, he was like enslaved in the world and universe.
Yeah, like what makes Lobo happy? What is paradise for Lobo?
Mm-hmm.
And then it shows the last panel. Lobo's laying there with the Black Mercy on his chest, and he's got the smile on his face. And then it goes into Lobo's head. And you know what paradise is for Lobo?
What?
He is a space dolphin.
Really?
He's
That's
flying.
Kind of wholesome. Yeah.
He's flying around with other space dolphins. And it shows the Lobo, like it shows a dolphin with like a Lobo face. And he's flying around with all the other space dolphins.
Oh, man.
And that's where it ends.
It's kind of wholesome, man. I guess.
Yeah. So it was, it was filler. It was kind of goofy, Batman in space, but it was kind of whatever.
Yeah, they're not going to reference this and like, remember this for later, but yeah.
Yeah, and then there was another story about Professor Pig and an artist loft, and he took over an artist loft in Gotham, and his name was Sty, and he ran everybody out, but then it turned out it was Professor Pig.
Pig Sty? Wow.
Yeah, Pig Sty, okay. Yeah. That was that. But this, I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. It was fun. It was just a filler. It had nothing to do with what's going on in the, the whole Prion or whatever that thing,
right?
Prion, whatever story arc, But seeing, Lobo as a space dolphin was pretty funny.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm using this in power scale in those death battles. I'm using
3 out of 5. Oh, and it turns out like that pill that he gave Lobo turned out to be just a breath mint.
Okay.
It's like what the hell? Like that? No wonder that thing. I was wondering why a star would taste minty. And what's that device? Oh, this is just a garage door opener. I was just bullshit,
Oh, he bluffed him. Okay.
Yeah, and of course Lobo, what, you faked out the main man, and then he busted out laughing.
Batman does it again.
Yeah.
All right. So what we got here? Okay, so another annual.
Okay.
So annual we're gonna do is Superman annual. Okay. Like I said, we've been doing all this Prime, Superboy Prime, and something like that. Superman is back. Just like back.
Okay.
And he's still King Omega.
All right.
All this shit like that. So this book actually explains how he comes back to being Superman. Like, he flew away, became godlike power, and all shit like that. Now he's back to being Superman. But this book shows us how to get there. So yeah, this book is actually kind of important, even though it probably won't matter, but whatever. So yeah, let's get to it. It's a long ass book, I'm gonna fly through it as fast as possible. All right. So the book is, we're gonna get everybody caught up with talking about Lois Lane, Metropolis, And I don't know what Cliff talking about, man. They all be drawing like Lois Lane bad as fuck in these comics. So I don't know. What you mean?
Oh, Cliff
look at that, man. Come on.
Cliff saying she's ugly or something?
Yes. Cliff is saying, like, come on, Cliff. Look, they always draw her like this in these comics. So anyway, back to the comic. We're talking about Clark Kent. So
shout out to Cliff.
Shout out to Cliff. So, yeah. He's writing a paper right now, basically saying that because the time trapper said something to him, Doomsday said something to him, basically telling him Doomsday Clark about his future. And what he's telling him is that Clark, you're gonna live a very, very, very long time. You're gonna live so long that you're gonna see everybody you love die of old age. And you're gonna live so long, you're gonna forget they even existed. Because it's gonna be just dropping the buck for you. It's gonna be like sands through an hourglass. Just like that, and it fucked with Clark when he heard it. He was like, nah, that can't be true. I'll never forget you, because he never really thought about his own mortality. And it turns out that he wasn't there, or Lois was imagining, or whatever, And basically catches up what happened. He fought Darkseid, DCKO. He lost the tournament, but Doomsday rigged the tournament anyway to really give him King Omega powers to beat Darkseid, and beat Darkseid, and the Hand. Basically, he remade the DC universe we're in right now. So that's what he's in right now. Fought Darkseid, pushed Darkseid back to his universe, the absolute universe, brought back all the heroes that died during TZKO, became a godlike being, and fucked off. So that's where we're at. We're caught up now. So Superman's just Supermaning it up, just flying around. So what he's doing is that he's fixing the timeline. Because basically what it is, that Darkseid fucked up the future. So he already fixed the past, already fixed the present, bang. So he's flying further and further into the future to basically get rid of Darkseid's, time on this universe, And that's when he meets Our Man, another time traveler. We're gonna get into. He's sailing a boat, flying through the time stream and shit like that. And he's saying he can't only go so far, because if he goes further in the future, because he's one of the Justice League 3000 or whatever like that. If he goes further in the future, he runs into this guy. Who is he? We will find out later on. But the point is, this guy is stopping us from going any further into the future.
Is it Rogol Zar?
It's not. This is not. I'm pretty sure God, like Superman, erased that guy out of existence. So yeah. So he can't go any further into the future because this guy is stopping him, because this guy is eating the future. So, and Superman just said, well, I'm gonna go take him on. Like, but Superman, if you do that, you understand how strong this guy is. You're gonna go basically like way through time. If you do that, you will forget who you are. Past, present, it won't mean anything to you. You'll forget your identity. You'll be lost in time, and you won't be able to find your way back. You're like, well, this is a chance I got to take because I'm Superman. So he Supermans it up, does what he does. And during the time, he sees the future. Batman Beyond, Superman Beyond, Command D. So all the possible futures could be, then that Justice League. Another team he saw also, that 5G shit with Black Batman, so like that. He's finally seeing that future. Damian Wayne as Batman. Remember that Batman 666 book? I don't know if you remember. Yeah.
Oh no,
You never read it? We got to review that. Okay, yeah. Grant Morrison wrote it.
Oh,
yeah. So anyway, he flies all the way to the 31st century to see what's going on. So he's in the 31st century, fucked up. Everything's messed up like that. But this is where the Legion of Superheroes used to be. And we see the Time Trapper. And the Time Trapper turns around, and it is Superman. So he's been here the whole time. And he sees the Legion of Superheroes. Well, the Legion of Darkseid. Because Darkseid corrupted the future, so the Legion belonged to him. But when they beat Darkseid, now the Legion's just doing their thing. They realized we did all the fucked up shit we meant to do, but they decided to rebuild Metropolis the best they can. They got kids now. They built a city. Like, yeah, we did some fucked up shit, but we're trying to, redeem ourselves. But Superman knows, because like I said, they Superman's friends like that. But the thing is, Superman knows that in order to restore his lead superheroes that when he grew up with, he has to erase his timeline. But he don't want to do that because they don't want to die. They want to, live. Like, we know we messed up, but we don't want to be erased from existence, Superman. And so Superman has a decision to make. Do I bring back my Legion and delete them, or do I leave them alone, or what? So yeah, and then that's when bam, the earth cracks and stuff like popping up like that, and you get where's that guy? That guy. The guy that was eating the future is this guy, the Infinity Man. Now, I want to say the Infinity Man may work for Darkseid. Or used to work for Darkseid, some shit, whatever like that. Point is, he's here to eat all this shit. He wants to kill all the Legion and stuff like that. And Superman's just like, well, I got to take this guy out. But they basically saying that this guy is so strong, Superman, if you do that, you're going to use up all your godlike powers. He's like, I don't care. I'm Superman. I do what I need to do, and I worry about the other shit later on. So, yeah. So he flies off and fights the guy, and I want to get to this panel, that panel. Yeah. So you got these two, bam. So basically, it's like Superman's fighting the future, take this guy out. And I'm trying to see, how did he beat him? So basically what he's trying to do is turn him into the time trapper. If he turns him to the time trapper, Superman's going to be stuck at the end of the universe forever. He can't come back, can't do anything like that. And he's like, because he's basically going to become the new whatever Doomsday was at the time. So yeah. And Superman's just like, no, I can't do that. So what Superman's going to do, use enough of his power, all the power he's got left, long live the Legion, and he's going to restore all of the timelines where the Legion of Superheroes live. So the bad Legion, the good Legion, the mid Legion, the whatever Legion, they're all back now. It took all his power to do that. And when he does that, he turns back to regular ass Superman. Because his power's gone now, because he did all that to restore the future. So yeah. So, but now, because he's not as powerful as he used before, the future is trying to eat him. It's coming after him. So he's trying to fly away, but he can't fly away fast enough. So yeah. So it's about to get him, and he looked like what he did. And then that's when we get him being saved by Booster Gold. Booster Gold, after all the stuff he did, became possessed by Darkseid like that. He was like, okay, look, I'm going to do what I can to find Superman. And he finds Superman. So he's trying to catch Superman before the future eats him, shit like that. And then that's when Superboy saves him. I know we've seen a whole bunch of Superboys. This Superboy is him. It's him as a younger in the time stream, shit like that. So he's saving himself. So yeah. So yeah. So the Legion, the bad Legion lives, but the good Legion lives also. And they're like, okay, we saved everybody. And our man's like, oh, cool, the future's back. I go back to my timeline. And Legion found. So the Legion superheroes are restored. They no longer have Darkseid's influence, and that's it. But wait, there's more. Yeah, so they see like, oh no, some other shit happens, and then that's when bam, they get snatched up by Brainiac robots. Yeah, so Brainiac is in the future. They attack them. They lose badly. They get bottled up because that's what Brainiac does. And but this is Brainiac 1 million. Yeah. So he's the Brainiac of the future, and this chick is back, Pandora. Remember her?
Yeah.
She died, and when she died, the New 52 ended.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now she's back because because she has access to the multiverse and shit like that, Brainiac 1 million is using her to access the multiverse of the future to bottle up all of the Legion of superheroes. So yeah. So he wants to erase the Legion from the future. And not only that, he wants to replace them with his own future led by Hank Henshaw, Cyborg Superman.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to lead the Legion or whatever.
Lead the Legion
or some shit like that. So yeah. Oh, I mean, I barely knew what the fuck was going on in this book, but I read it anyway. It's just like, all you even know, Superman is back. That's all like that. So now going forward, Superman. Oh, one more thing I got to show you also. Not this bullshit. It's something kind of important, but not important. Look into it. Let me see. Where is it? Right here. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it, but I'm gonna show you. Kingdom of Zod.
Oh yeah, I saw the.
It's a whole crossover. It's a whole thing. Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I'm talking about. So this book,
are you reading all that?
I don't know. I haven't made a decision yet. Here's the thing: the first arc starts in Supergirl. So I'm gonna read the Supergirl.
It's gonna go like Superman Unlimited and action. I saw the
all the Superboys and all this shit like that. So Superman, I'm gonna read it. Unlimited, I'm gonna read the Supergirl one. If it catches my interest, maybe I keep going. But if that Supergirl sucks, I'm done. So I ain't really reading Supergirl book anyway. So that it may be a one and done for me. So yeah. Overall, I'm gonna give this book 3.5 out of 5 because I really don't even like the Legion of Superheroes. So there's a whole Legion's book. So yeah. But what you got next?
Thundarr the Barbarian, the finale, number 6. This is the last.
Remind me again. Jack Kirby had a hand in this?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, in the original, not now, but in the
the cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Thundarr the Barbarian, for those who don't know, it was a Saturday morning cartoon, and it was awesome. I actually watched it as a kid.
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera. Jack Kirby had worked on this. He worked on some character designs, and you could actually see it when you watch the cartoon.
Well, the guy looked like Icarus.
Yeah, and they made a comic. Jason Aaron wrote it, and the art kind of resembles the cartoon and that Kirby-esque sort of art style. Mm-hmm. So basically, Thundarr the Barbarian is about Earth thousands of years from now, a runaway planet basically flew through the universe and caused all this damage on Earth, and basically tidal waves and disaster basically ruined the Earth. The Earth is in ruins.
So this is Commandy.
Basically. And thousands of years later, thousands of years later, the world is in ruins. It's an apocalyptic future, and we have a world of sorcery and super science and monsters and shit, mutants and shit, and humans are enslaved. So Commandy, Planet of the Apes, all that stuff. And Conan. And Conan was a barbarian. He's got a sun sword, basically a lightsaber. Ariel, this like sorcerer princess, and Ukla the Mock, who's basically a Wookiee. He's like a giant lion.
All this shit even predates Star Wars, right? Maybe not.
No, this came out like the 80s, like the early 80s.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. It only ran for, I think, one season, maybe.
Okay.
But it was a cool. I loved it. I loved this cartoon as a kid. This comic basically it expands the universe. It goes into characters, the depth. We get to see Thundarr's origins, how he was a gladiator slave having to fight other, other enemies in a gladiator ring and shit, enslaved by these wizards. There was the Council of Wizards, who enslaved humans and kind of like had, all the mutant monsters. There was rat men, wolf men, ape men, fucking lobster, fish men, all that stuff. Just mutants running around Earth, enslaving humans. So Ukla was also in the gladiator ring. That's how they met. And Ariel was Sabian, the daughter. He was like the king of the wizards, and that was his daughter. So she frees him, and that's kind of what this whole story arc is basically how they defeat Sabian in the Council of Wizards, and it involves time travel and all this weird stuff. It kind of got a little wild for me. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of magic and shit. So when it was
why are there two of them?
Because they went back in time and they found their future selves or past selves.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't interrupt you. Okay. Doing Thor, Blood and Thunder.
Yeah.
Also written by Jason Aaron.
Yeah.
He did the same shit where we had old Thor, young Thor, mid Thor.
Yes. He also did the similar stuff in his Conan run.
They like time travel and shit like that?
He ended up, there was the Dark Avengers, remember, where he was on the team with Wolverine and Ghost Rider and all. Who's it Ghost? Or Venom and shit. Anyways. Yeah. There's a scene where Thundarr gets captured by the wizards, and they basically make him, they create another alternate timeline where they wipe out all humans, and Thundarr is the only last living human, and they torture him for his whole life. So he lives his whole life where he's tortured, and he remembers it. And then, of course, Ariel comes and saves him and restores the timeline. But Thundarr basically lived a whole separate life, and he's done that with Conan. So there's all those Jason Aaron-esque, plot thingies are in this,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the future. That's two different timelines of their characters. There's two Thundarrs, there's two Ariels, there's two Uklas, and they end up, they go back in time to when the Earth got destroyed by the runaway planet, and because that's where the wizards got their energy from. That destructive energy, they harnessed it, and that's how they were using their dark magic and shit. So they had to go back to that point in time when the Earth got destroyed, and they end up basically attaching Sabian, the wizard, to the comet or whatever, and like basically chain him to the comet. And like, we can never really kill this wizard because his energy is always going to be around, but for the time being, he's going to be attached to this comet that's going to basically fly around the fucking universe for the next, how many millions of years until it eventually explodes and collapses and shit. So that's kind of how they defeat Sabian, the wizard. And then it jumps forth, like 20 years where Thundarr and Ukla and Ariel basically save all the humans, and free all the humans from all the, so there's a time jump where they free everybody. And it's King Thundarr, Queen Ariel, and they end up making out in it. So Thundarr and Ariel hook up. And that's kind of where it ends.
They had like grandbabies and all this stuff like that. So.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But it basically says, and it also says where the sun sword came from. So that comet, bursted off some energy, and that's how the sun sword was made. That blade he has, it's basically a lightsaber. So that the sun sword is from the comet or whatever. But no, this was a lot of fun. Like I said, I was a fan of the show. I loved it as a kid. I thought it got a little too magic-y and wizardy, with the whole, the time travel shit. Got a little, kind of corny, but it still captured the essence of the cartoon, the cheesy campiness of the cartoon, So it was a lot of fun. I did enjoy it. I'll give this a 4.
I had no idea this cartoon had that much lore in it.
Oh yeah. No, when you watch, because I got the season, I got the DVDs, and I rewatched it, and I'm like, there's not a lot of history. They just go around from adventure to adventure, fighting various monsters and shit and wizards. It's basically a Conan in the future, on a futuristic, apocalyptic planet Earth. And that's kind of what it is. It's just the misadventures. They fight different monsters and wizards and shit. This book goes into the lore, like they expand it, which I thought was pretty cool. Like they expand. We get the origin of Thundarr. We go into his history. Same way with all the characters. Like I had no idea Ariel was the daughter of Sabian, and it goes into the wizards, the history of the wizards and shit. Yeah. So
but that was never established on the cartoon.
Not really. Not really. No, it's just the further adventures of them getting into the different adventures on every episode. So that was cool. It expanded the lore, and that's what I enjoyed about it. I wasn't a big fan of the time travel and all the magic-y stuff. I would have rather see them just fight monsters. But hey,
you want Jason Aaron, you get Jason Aaron.
Yeah. But I could totally tell Jason Aaron had a lot of fun writing this. It was definitely something right up his alley, So, yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
And first, I want to give a shout out to Jack Kirby, man. People don't give Jack Kirby credit for his writing, not drawing, but writing. And I know some people. I know his writing is, very, depending on your taste. But you got Neil Gaiman, you got Grant Morrison. We give all these guys credit and stuff like that. Jack Kirby was the first big high concept guy in comics.
Yeah.
Like the first guy to think big.
Yeah.
Like even with Galactus, that's some big high concept shit right there.
Yeah. Silver Surfer was a fallen angel and that's, the new gods, all that.
The new gods. Yeah. He gave us a religion.
Yeah.
In a comic book.
Basically.
Which DC is still eating off of to this day.
Yeah. Yeah. So. That's what he did. Which is like, as I'm reading comics, lately, after I've started writing comics, which is very hard to do. Comic scripts are a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And as I'm learning, as I'm going along, I'm aware of not trying to overwrite.
Right.
Because yes, you're talking about writers. There's just comic book writers that are just writing. Grant Morrison. You mentioned
Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman, and there's Tom King.
Tom King.
And I'm
Alan
noticing
Moore.
Alan Moore and Scott Snyder. Holy shit. Do they just like writing words? It's just like, so when I see then I'll read something by like Daniel Warren Johnson.
Right.
Who's also drawing this shit.
Yeah.
And they let the art speak for itself.
Right.
Like
because sometimes I feel like that the writers and artists are in competition with each other.
Yeah.
Like he don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. And I was reading some of the manga, like that Kaiju #8 shit. And I'm like, there's very little text. It's all visuals, because that artist is writing it too.
Right.
So I'm like noticing, writers just want to write words and, he write poetry and fucking all this bullshit.
Right.
and cover up, fill the panels with all this crap.
Hissy Coates, Black Panther.
They're these fucking getting all literary and shit and words.
Right.
Let the art just speak for itself.
Right.
So, yeah. But that's it. I'm booked out. So
that's all. I'm booked out also. Like I said, these annuals take a lot out of me. After that Legion of bullshit, I was like, no.
Yeah, there was like I was gonna read. I heard the Greatest American Hero comic drop, but I couldn't find
the white dude with the afro.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to watch that show as a kid.
I've actually never seen that show. I've seen like the intro.
Yeah.
But I've never watched
Believe it or not,
I know the theme song. I'm walking on air. I'm like, why does dude got an afro? That's all I'm thinking the whole time on this shit. Just so but I've never actually watched an episode, so I have no idea what the show is really about.
Well, it was kind of a goofy comedy. He was basically a Superman, but he lost the instruction book, so he didn't know how to use his powers. So he's like a bumbling idiot superhero.
Okay. I'll see if I can find it. It may be on Tubi.
It probably is on Tubi, but it did pop up on like Hulu because I actually watched some episodes like when streaming first hit and shit. I'm like, oh shit, Greatest American Hero. I've been watching this since I was a kid. But they dropped the comic and I was gonna check it out, but I couldn't find it on digital. So I don't know.
Okay.
I thought about reading that Horror of Godzilla, but I don't know. I haven't been a fan of those IDW. I did read the IDW Godzilla book for a while.
Oh, hello, virus.
Hey, bot.
Right.
But yeah, I haven't been a fan of the IDW series, so I didn't end up reading
it. Okay, so I'm booked out. Eli's booked out. If you listen this long, different like, share, subscribe. Hold on, let me hit the thing one more time if I can find it. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen next week. Maybe
when you said you were gonna get Fatal Fury, are we gonna play?
Oh, you're right. If it's a slow week, which I'm pretty sure it will, we're gonna do a full Fatal Fury review. We're gonna talk about Fatal Fury. We owe ourselves that.
Yeah, so I'll have to figure out how to set that up. Is it on Twitch or something? Or I don't know how to. We've done it before, but that was on the PlayStation.
That was on the PlayStation. It shouldn't be that hard. It should be pretty easy to figure it out. I'll play around with it, figure it out on my own, and then I'll hit you up. We'll go from there, and then we're gonna do. We're not gonna do a Fatal Fury podcast where we just playing against each other for an hour. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna talk about Fatal Fury review. We're gonna do a full review. Now we're gonna play it offline. Oh well, not offline because we got to be online to play it. But you know what I mean. We're not gonna have a podcast episode.
Stream it, yeah.
We're gonna stream it. We're definitely gonna stream it. So yeah, and we'll invite y'all to check it out, and then I'm gonna play some of that stream in and out through there because I really want to talk about Halo.
Oh, okay.
They did a re-release, remake, whatever like that. So talk about that. So I got to renew my Game Pass, but yeah, I didn't do the thing. There you go. Okay.
There you go.
But like I said, check us out next week. We got some shit for you. My boss, you gotta be happy with this one. We went long as fuck on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to my boss.
Yeah. Shout out to my boss.
Yeah. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bully time, same bully channel.